Alright, today's ingredients will be 2.5 cups of brown rice, 3 cups of extra small shrimp, 3 cups spinach, some green onions, about 4, 5, or 6, completely up to you, 2 small tomatoes. For seasoning, we will be using 2 packs of Sazon Goya seasoning, 6 cups of water to cook our rice in, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil to saute our vegetables in. And with these ingredients combined, we're now ready to pimp our rice out. Now, as far as the prepping goes, you're going to want to separate the tomato and green onions from the spinach. Chop them all up. Make sure you wash them thoroughly, of course. And the same goes for the rice. You wash the rice, then put it into the pot you will be cooking it. As you see, I'm going to be using a rice cooker. Dump the 6 cups of water into the pot and just let the rice soak in the meantime. Now on the stove, I have a preheated skillet with the temperature medium high. It's been already preheated for 5 minutes, and I have like I said, I have the olive oil in there, and we're gonna saute the tomatoes and the onions. And what you do is simply just dump it right in there. You're gonna grab one of the packs of the seasoning of the Sazon and just dump it right in there. And we're gonna stir it up a little bit. Don't really focus on stirring it too much right now. The process is long. Just give it a nice little stir and then go right back over to the rice. Now, with the rice, we're going to dump the second packet of the seasoning in there. And as you see, it really gives it that yellow rice effect. This is a great seasoning. Not only does it work for flavor, but also as a coloring. It's very versatile. You definitely should, have some in your pantry. And at this point in time, we're going to put it to the rice cooker and set it to cook. Make sure you stir thoroughly. So, just make sure you stir thoroughly. Now you're going to want to dump the spinach into the rice cooker and mix it with the rice. Now, I know, guys, it seems like a lot of spinach, but for those who are not familiar with cooking spinach, it really does shrink. Those 3 cups will literally turn into 3 spoonfuls. So just stir it up and then cover it and let the rice cooker do what it does. All right, now at this point in time, we want to go back over to our vegetables that are sauteing. Stir them up a little more. Make sure that the seasoning is well spread out. And we're going to dump the shrimp into the skillet. Just dump it right in there. And don't even worry about stirring it right now. We'll get to that in a couple of minutes. And just cover it. Now, like I said earlier, I had the temperature set to a medium high, and at this point in time, you want to cover it and set it to a low. My stove goes up to a 9, and I placed it around a 2.5, 3. Okay, we're gonna cook it for almost the whole entirety of the brown rice, so it's about half an hour. Come back in about 15 minutes into the cooking process, and then this is where you stir it. All right, just stir it up. As you see, it's giving off a lot of water. The shrimp gives off a lot of water, not to mention that it was frozen, and also a lot of water from the vegetables, especially the tomatoes. But that's a good thing. So it's really cooking right now. All right, and also check on the rice. Since it has all the spinach, we want to give it a nice stir to make sure that the spinach doesn't stay to the sides or to the top. Just stir it up, as you see that I'm doing. And just cover it back up, and the rice cooker will take care of the rest. Right now, as you see, the rice cooker has stopped. It went from cook to keep warm. So our rice is done. Okay, so now at this point, you want to transfer that rice to another pot, or a bigger one, so just get a bigger pot. And as you see, there's still a lot of water in our shrimp. So right now is when we raise the temperature to a high to really make some of the water evaporate. You don't want it to evaporate completely. You're still going to want some. As you see, there's still a little bit of water left. And that's great because that's going to really fuse with the rice to give it a whole lot of flavor. There's a lot of flavor in that skillet right there. Now you mix both the rice and the shrimp and just mix it all up. You get it real, just mix it up a lot. Get it real in there, get in there with the spoon. And just cover it for about 10 minutes. That way the flavors could really bind together. Alright, so as you see, this is some real pimped out rice. I'm going to dump some red bell peppers, chopped up bell peppers on top. And this is my dinner for the day, my pimped out rice. Thank you guys for watching. Y'all hold it down.